welcome back to another little episode of Federico Talks Watches. Now today I want to talk about something that's perfect for this time of year, and that's 3 great accessories most watch collectors, if not every watch collector, should have. Now I made a video last year around this time of year, I'll put a link right up there so you can take a look, where I talk about cool accessories you should add to the watch collection, and it may be a nice gift guide. So guys, why don't you sneak this video over to your wife or share it to someone on Facebook, someone as a hint for a cool gift for Hanukkah, Christmas, or the holiday season. So we're going to talk about 3 cool accessories that every watch collector should own. And also guys, all the accessories are going to be linked down in the description, and full disclosure, they are Amazon affiliate links. So the prices are the same, but if you do buy, the channel gets a little bit of a cut. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing a weird one. It's an Alexander Shorokov Avant-Garde chronograph, which is pretty funny because last video I talked about how much I loved Alexander Shorokov, and a friend of mine saw it and said, listen, I've got this one for sale, do you want it? So I picked it up for, of course, Delray Watch Supply, delraywatch.com, my website. It is for sale, but I always wear the watch at least once before I tuck it in the safe, to keep it safe. It's a really cool chrono. It's oversized. It's got that bezel very similar to a Vacheron Overseas. And for a Valjoux 7750, it's pretty thin actually. So guys, go check it out if you're looking for a big macho chronograph in kind of that Genta-esque design. So let's start. Now the first thing I want to talk about, a great accessory, are shell Cordovan watch straps. Now what is shell Cordovan? It's horse leather, or horse leather from the horse's butt, more specifically. It's very, very smooth grain, and it's one of the few leathers out there that actually age very, very well and get better with age. Usually this leather is reserved for very high-end shoes, and it's very typically used in Nomos watches. And of course, Hodinkee sells their version for like $150 or $200 a pop. But the ones on Amazon by Panatime specifically, a company that's been making straps for a long time, are very, very affordable, and you can get that shell Cordovan look for a fraction of the price. And it's more than just a look, because it is genuine shell Cordovan leather. Go check it out. Now, the second accessory or gift is something I just bought for myself, and that is a great book called A Man and His Watch: Iconic Watches and Stories from the Men Who Wore Them. Basically, this goes through a ton of watches, and it tells stories from the iconic men that wore them. Iconic watches, famous guys that wore them, and it's full of fantastic photography. It's full, the Steve McQueen Daytona, Ben Clymer's Omega Mark 40. You've got everything from Casio to Perpetual Calendar Pateks. Just a great coffee table book, and it's more than just a coffee table book. It's a great read, because you get to read about these men and their affinity towards these timepieces and what made them special. And it's full of fantastic photography. And for a hardcover book like this, less than $25, it really can't be beat. I think this makes a hell of a gift. And, this wasn't even a gift. I bought it for myself. It's just a great talking point. I've only actually read about half of it, but it's very, very interesting so far. And it's a nice little thing you can buy on a budget to add to your watch collection. And last, and a gift I got from my brother last year. If you're watching, you got me a great gift, and that is watch movement cufflinks. Now, the more expensive ones, $100 plus, they're movements that actually work. If you wind them and you wear it, you can see the escape wheel move. But they can be had for as cheap as 18 or 19 bucks. Generally Chinese-made or Russian movements that are housed into a cufflink, and it's the ultimate statement of watch geekdom. Very, very classy, and of course, very different, a talking point. It's a very distinguished look. I think you could do a lot worse. Now, not everybody wears cufflinks. I certainly don't prefer French cuffs, but when I did receive them, I made an effort to wear French cuffs a lot more often. And actually, when I wore them to client meetings, everybody loved them. It was pretty cool. Guys, that was 3 cool accessories I think you should buy this holiday season. Also watch last year's video. I linked in the description below so you can get 5 more accessories. I think this is a video I'm going to keep doing once a year around the holidays for the guys that don't really know what to buy themselves, or for maybe wives that don't know what to buy their significant other, or for maybe a lady who's a watch collector herself. It's just cool ideas that you may not have thought of for watch collectors' gifts on a budget. Guys, let me know, what is your favorite of these 3 gifts? Or maybe, what did I miss out? Now, last year I mentioned, watch timers, the loop system. I mentioned a whole bunch of cool accessories, but, maybe there's one you particularly love. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. And of course, check out delraywatch.com, which is my website where I sell some pre-owned watches. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around for another episode of Federico Talks Watches, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.